Class 5, how are you guys doing? I guess you all are doing fine, great, and having fun and taking care of yourselves as well. So, without wasting a time, without wasting time ado, let's go ahead and start our SSC, which is there, and we were doing the frigid zone, right? And after that, we were at the climate part we have done. I have told you about the aura australis and the aura borealis, right? After that I haven't done anything with you, so we are going to do that. After that we'll do our environment. What does our environment include and what all is there in our environment? Okay, so how do we live in this environment, and what do we do to survive, right? What is needful and what is not needful, that we are going to work on, and we'll learn about that. Okay, so just give me a sec. Yes, so we'll be there at this part. I'm going to read and finish it today so that you can go ahead and learn the chapter properly and try to solve the question answers. Okay, so we are there at the plant life of the frigid zone. The soil is permanently frozen except in the summer season, thus hardly any crops grow here and only the very hard ones survive. When the snow thaws in summer, some shrubs such as mosses, lichens, and grass grow. A few flower bearing plants and berry bearing shrubs such as blueberries, cranberries, and wild currants are seen. Some inhabitants do grow a few vegetables for personal consumption. It is impossible for trees to grow here. Now it is heavily snowed out there, it becomes ice, so there's no reason of the cold desert. One desert there is sand and there is heat, there's nothing, there's no water. Here also there is no water because it's totally ice. Only in summer, if some parts of the ice melt, then only few shrubs go out, and mosses, the small plants, and blackberries, and I mean blueberries and berry bearing plants, cranberries. They are sweet in nature, and it's like small berries. It's like grapes. And some inhabitants grow vegetables for their own consumption, but growing trees is impossible. The trees don't grow there. What are the animals found in this area? A few animals such as the reindeer, caribou, bear, fox, hare, ermine, and musk ox are found here, which have adapted themselves to the severe cold, are found here. Some birds such as the Arctic tern and the snowy owl also inhabited the region. These animals survive the extreme cold because of the thick white coat of fur on their bodies. When the snow melts, the color of the fur changes into grayish brown, which camouflages other animals. These animals survive extreme cold because of the thick white coat of fur on their body. Now, when the snow melts, the color of the fur also changes to grayish brown, which camouflages other animals. Other animals can't find them. Apart from these animals and birds, plenty of fish, whales, seals, and walruses are found here in the frigid zone. Okay. What are the type of people living here in this place? Let's come to know about that. Life is very harsh and difficult here. So very few people choose to live in this zone. In the Arctic, we have the Inuits, who have adapted themselves to the harsh conditions. Hunting, trapping of animals, and reindeer herding are the major occupations of the people. They also catch fish like salmon and Arctic char along the coast. Earlier, the Inuits were known as Eskimos and lived in houses called igloos, which were made of ice, and they used to hunt whales, seals, and walrus with harpoons, spears tied to leather ropes. Bows and arrows, which were made of wood and whalebone, were also used. They would hunt these animals on small boats known as kayaks. Many changes have taken place in the lives of the Inuits since then. They no longer use harpoons but have started using rifles to hunt animals. They have also started living in permanent wooden houses instead of igloos. Besides the Inuits, there are other people such as the Lapps found in the northern part of Scandinavia, and Samoyeds, Yakuts, and Chukchis found in Siberia. These are the type of people staying there and they are living there. Their only thing of source of living is fishing and hunting and rearing reindeers. They breed on them and they go around. Before they used to stay in igloos. You know what are igloos? A round shaped house, a half sea type house, and it was made of ice. Inside it stays warm. It does not feel cold inside. And they wear mostly all animal skin coverings they have to beat this cold, and they have adjusted to this season of life. Harsh conditions. The harsh conditions are what do you mean to say? It's very bad, very tough to live in those situations. Me and you type of persons from India, if we go and say we won't be able to live there. And in earlier days, Inuits used seal oil lamps for heat and light inside the igloos. Nowadays, igloos hardly exist. Seals are a type of animal, water animals, which their oil was used as oil lamps, seal oil lamps to create heat inside their igloos and keep them warm. Nowadays, igloos hardly exist. You will read these. The frigid zone is between the Arctic Circle, the North Pole, and you'll try to learn all these, the let's recall part, and you'll do the true and false. Everything you'll be able to do. If you read, you will be able to do. Okay. Rest I'll be taking, and please learn the word meanings. Okay. And you should do this. I am not going to tell you now anything. You have to do it yourself. Attempt it yourself. After that, when I post my question answers for you, answer the following part. Then you can do that. And the unscrabble the letters, you will know it's aura or australiasis, okay, australis, and the second one is lichen. The other one is the animal found in this zone is what it is a caribou is the caribou. Harpoons and hutchkiss. The people living there are called Chukchis. Chukchis, the last one. So you'll do those and you'll try to follow and do the crossword also. That is also easy. You have to work on it. If you start working on it, you won't have a problem. Okay. So come back in the next video.